Hi, my name's Hannah, and this is a short video on how to read the Bible. First of all, choose a Bible. This can feel like a hurdle. There are so many to choose from, but a couple of versions that we like are the NIV, which you can pick up really easily from any bookshop online or in store, and also the NLT, which is very easy to read, and people like it because it feels like more plain language than any of the other versions. There are so many other versions as well, so there's no right or wrong answer. Choose a version that you find easy to read, easy to understand. If you are wanting to spend a bit of money on a Bible, it might be worth buying a study Bible. These are slightly bigger and they have a little bit more information than just the text. So, for example, on this page, which you won't be able to see very clearly, I'll try and hold it up. There we are, look. You can see that there is an introduction to the book of Mark. There's a map. There's lots of information all about the author, the time it was written, and then there'll also be footnotes underneath the passage which will tell you the significance of certain things that you're reading. And it's really helpful to have a study Bible. If you can get hold of one, I really recommend it. So you've got your Bible. Then the question is where to start? Well, this can be a bit of a hurdle. Now, unlike other books, I do recommend do not start at the beginning. It's great to start at Genesis and to read through, but not many people who start at the beginning see it through. So I recommend starting in the New Testament. The Bible is split into the Old Testament and the New Testament, and each of those testaments have lots of different individual books. So if I were you, I'd park the Old Testament for the time being, start with the New Testament, and the first 4 books of the New Testament are eyewitness accounts of the life of Jesus by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So I would start with one of those, read it through. Now, you might find it helpful, like I do, to actually read it through with a pencil and make some notes. So scribble all over it. Scribble your questions, scribble your thoughts. I often put question marks and put, I don't understand this, or this reminds me of blah, 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 or even maybe a prayer that you feel is coming to mind as you're reading it. So do read it with a pencil. If you feel like you can just make the step of writing in a book, you can always rub it out later. So when you come to start reading, get your pencil, find the book that you want to have a go at reading. Don't decide to read the whole thing through, but just think, right, I'm just going to read a chapter. The Bible is, like other books, divided into chapters, and you'll be able to see that written quite clearly. They're numbered 1, 2, and 3 in big numbers. When you start your reading and you sit down and you think, right, I know what I want to read, the first thing to do is to pray. Pray for help. Just say to God, will you help me understand this, please? That's all you have to do, just a simple prayer like that. That will always help you along. You might find some simple questions really helpful as you're reading the Bible. Some questions can be things like, what did it mean then? What does it mean now for me or for the situation that I find myself in? What does it mean for the town of Goole, for example? And how is what I'm reading going to make a difference in my life? So again, those 3 questions are, what did it mean then? What does it mean now? And how is it going to make a difference in my life? You might want to ask your own questions, but you might want to write them down and just jot down some answers to help you learn as you go. There are also various Bible reading apps and notes that you can get to help you. A couple of the ones that we quite like are Bible in 1 Year. Bible in 1 Year. It's an app. You can also get it as a book. And every day it gives you a section of the Old Testament, a section of the New Testament, and either the Psalms or Proverbs. We listen to that. We don't listen to it every day, but a lot of days we do. And we tend to just listen to the New Testament bit. And if you get it on the app, then there's a short reflection as well to help you understand the reading. And another app that I really love is called Lectio, Lectio 365. And that is an app that has a short Bible reading and some prayer to pray through every day. But there are many Bible reading apps and notes, and we'd love to hear your recommendations if you've stumbled across any that you've found helpful. If you are struggling in any way to read the Bible, then I do suggest the best way to read the Bible is to read it with other people. We're going to be looking at more and more opportunities to do that at St John's, so watch this space. But to start with, we do have a Bible study at 2:00 on a Tuesday afternoon. It's open to anyone. And if you want to join that, then just get in touch with us, office@stjohnschool.org.uk, because it's on Zoom and you'll need a password for it. But I hope this helps. Do feel free to share it with friends if you want to, and let us know the ways that you've been reading the Bible and what's been helpful to you. Bye.